Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to Copper Top Productions. In this week's video we've got something special planned, putting in a crucial part the E36 is going to need for it to do skids, and that is a welded diff.
Look at it sitting so pretty.
I've come out to Alyssa's parents to use her dad's hoist. You guys might remember if you watched previous videos where we built Alyssa's R33, this is the same shed where we built her 33. Yeah, we're going to be using the diff, make it a quick job, hopefully make it an easy and painless job, unlike doing the exhaust gasket, because that was a pain in the ass. And hopefully it should just be a quick process of whack the car in, lift it up, drop it out, chuck it in, off we go. Let's get the car in there and I'll show you the diff. It's been a hot minute since I've seen this thing. Bit of an update for you guys who are curious about this after we did that massive build on it. The car is fine, it's perfectly like roadworthy as is. We've just been delaying putting it on the road because at our current home status, there's not exactly room to have another car there with the E36 and not that you can see it, and all the other cars. So it's been sitting pretty here in the dad's garage. Here is the diff. We're going to be chucking the E36, as you can see. Big welded boy. We've got all the hardware there, we need to chuck it in and hopefully it should be a painless job on the hoist. Alrighty, so the first things we've got to do, essentially, there is the diff itself. You've got 6 bolts on this, 8 bolts on this side, 8 bolts there, 4 bolts on that, so that's the main, obviously, drive shafts and all that sort of stuff for the gearbox. And then you've got 1, 2, 3 mounting, and then they come off this way and come out there. The only thing stopping it is this bar going across the top there. You need to loosen that off, otherwise it's impossible to get this out. Just with that there, you can see it's that bloody close, you can barely even get a tool on it. So this needs to come out, or not out, but back before you can do that. First thing we'll do, go along and crack all the bolts. We'll loosen those off, get that out of the way, and then we'll do these 2 bolts. That bolt on there, obviously from the other side, and then once it's loose, we'll get something underneath here to catch it, crack everything absolutely off, and then slide it out, down, and go from there. So I'll jump in. I'll probably do this first and get it out of the way. So. Yeah, easy.
Yeah, she's gone.
Well, both of them are off. Fantastic. I'm just going to crack the 4 bolts on that. Well, the old diff is out. It's a heavy piece of shit right there. And now I just got to prep the new diff, chuck her in. So to prep the old diff, sorry, the new diff to go in, it needs oil, obviously. And usually once they're freshly welded, if you're welding outside of the car, it's a good idea to give it a full spin around, make sure that it's slag from the weld hasn't gone onto your teeth and is binding up. That had happened with this one. All you got to do is sit there and play with it. If you need to get some tools on it, put 2 bolts in it, get a screwdriver between them and use that as leverage to crack it. And then usually once after one clean sort of thing, they're pretty well on alright. It's impossible not to get slag on the teeth when you're welding with the high voltage and output that you're welding at. It kind of tends to just happen, so yeah. And this is 1 litre, and I'm just going to chuck it all in there and hope for the best. I mean, it's welded, so what's it going to do? Break itself? Yeah. I mean, it could. Fingers crossed it doesn't. It's a beaver, so God knows, but we'll see how we go with 1 litre. That's spinning with no click-clack, so I'm pretty stoked with that. By click-clack, I mean slag in the teeth, catching it. Now all I need to do is get some sort of like RTV or gasket, liquid gasket, and seal it around that, chuck that on there, and then it'll be good. This is a camera battery. Not the same camera battery that's in the camera that you're currently watching me through, but a spare one, so that this moment doesn't happen a third time in a row. Because this is the second time in a row it's happened. The first time, it was because I ran out of SD card storage. And the second time is because the fucking camera battery died. So, what did you miss? Not a fucking lot. All I did was put the blue RTV on the diff, slap it in, and it was good to go. Unfortunately, while I was putting the RTV on the camera die, when I went to grab the camera, reposition it to film and putting the diff back in, it was flat. And obviously, because we were out of Alyssa's parents, I couldn't just charge the camera or have the camera on charge while filming or anything like that. And I couldn't run into town and quickly grab another camera battery that was already charged, because my only running car that I had there had no diff in it. So therefore, the car wasn't running. But anyway. So yeah. Again, second time in a row. Not really any good excuses other than, I mean, it's an excuse, but it's not a good one. Really should have prepared for this. But hey, live and let learn. I'm prepared for the next time that this situation happens. Fuck me. Yeah, I'd love to be able to show you how the diff works and how the car slides with it. Not that I have had an opportunity to slide the car yet, but unfortunately I cannot. So the whole purpose of this video was to put the diff in and to show you how it goes, but unfortunately I can't do that second part because the car is currently out of registration. Should be fixed within the next few days, but this video is due up this week, and I'm trying not to miss a week. I know I don't have a great track record with that, but I'm working on it. And so by that principle, this video will be uploaded, unfortunately, without a video of me drifting the E36, showing off the diff. If it means anything, though, I haven't even gotten a chance to drift it myself, because we've kind of just driven it from there to here, and then a few days after I filmed that video, it ran out of registration, and I was like, shit. So, yeah, it'll get re-registered throughout this following week, and then, yeah, we'll be good to go and drift at a wet pan event or something like that, and that's essentially what I'm hoping the next video will be, is drifting a wet pan event or working on the 32, because we're doing work on that as well. So yeah, anyway guys, I apologize for missing clips. Trust me, it bugs me more than it bugs you. If you guys have enjoyed this week's video, leave a like, leave a comment down below telling me how much I suck because I missed the fucking clips and because I can't show you how the welded diff works. And if you haven't done already, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one, where we're either going to be drifting the E36 or dropping the engine in the R32. One of the two. Either way, I think it's going to be a pretty fucking cool video. So I'll catch you next one, guys. Yeah, see ya.